friends, Happy New Year! It's my first video of 2019 and it'll be the first of many. I've got so many plans for the new year and I'm excited to share them with you. I actually made an entire list of things that I'm looking forward to in the new year, and also I wanted to do a quick recap from 2018. Some of the most memorable things that happened in 2018 for me included updating my website, jennynexus.com. I've lived in Washington officially for over a full year now, so got to see an entire year worth of seasons here in Washington, and I've always loved Seattle for its weather and the music scene, and we heard that there was a huge game development community up here, and that's what brought us to be closer to Seattle. But we also found out that there's a huge streamer community as well, so I have a Twitch channel, I love creating for YouTube, and it's really neat to be in a city where there's so much support and community for my interests. I must say it's really beautiful out here throughout the different season changes, and not only that, but there's so many cool resources in this area, like fellow streamers in Seattle as well as indie game developers. There's the PAX event that happens every year. I even got to work at PAX Seattle this last year, and that was awesome because I worked at the VR demo booth, and I made a video blog about that back in the summer. I'm proud to have worked on some games with my partner, and he made a VR game this year called Purgatory Fell, which was released in March, and that was really exciting because I got to do some of the 3D art as well as some voice acting in that game. In addition to our first VR game, I got to help with some technical art and assets for some of the other games that Martian Games released this year, including Westtoon, Soul Wars, Air Wars, and another one called Sakar, which is really cool too. If you're curious about the game projects that I've gotten to help work with, then I've got them listed on my Unity Connect profile, but I also talk a lot about game development when I'm streaming live on Twitch, as well as my Game Jolt profile where I have my few little indie games posted, and I'm always learning more. I wanted to do a more regular Devlog series this year, so my plan is to make 2 video Devlog updates per month, and then one where I'll have like a written version. And I like the system of the Devlog on Game Jolt, so I'll probably make a post once a month on both my Game Jolt and on my own site. This last year especially, I spent time learning about different streaming services, including YouTube Live, Instagram, Facebook Live, Twitch, and they're all really interesting and have their different features. And I haven't really tried Mixer just yet, but I do have a channel on there, so I am kind of curious about that one too, because I found out one of my friends made an interactive game for chat that you can use on Mixer. So yeah, I actually had featured his game a while back called Keyboard Commander, but he said that on Mixer you can play live with your chat. I had been wanting to try Mixer, so maybe in the next month or so I'll give it a whirl. In 2018, I regularly went to in-real-life meetups, both with the Seattle Online Broadcasters Association. There's multiple meetups every month for both indies and streamers in Seattle, and it's really cool to know just how many resources and people doing the same types of things are around here. Something else noteworthy is just how many games I played live on my Twitch channel that I hadn't played before. And so I had made specifically a goal to play through some iconic games that I had heard about, people had recommended I play, and I finally got around to playing quite a few of those recommendations this last year, some of which include the BioShock series. I recently updated my spreadsheet full of games that I've played live on Twitch, but some of the best games that I played in 2018 include the BioShock series, Soma, Little Nightmares, Alien Isolation, Far Cry 5, Portal 1 and 2, including some classic retro games such as Leisure Suit Larry, Beavis and Butthead Virtual Stupidity, and I played some mobile games, including one that my friend made called 9 to 5 Smash It, and it's all about a robot that's in an office building and you have to get through 3 different levels. It's really fun. Also, I played some VR games, including one that was really fun, Tales of Escape, and I liked it because it's multiplayer, and I got to stream it live with some of my friends. I'll leave a link to the spreadsheet full of games that I've played live for you to check out if you're interested, and if you have any suggestions of games that you think that I would enjoy, feel free to let me know. So that was my quick recap for 2018. Now here's a short list of projects that I started but didn't finish and plan to finish this year. One project that I got really passionate about and worked on for months was a sci-fi girl adventure game, and not only do I have a version where it's an adventure game And but then there's another version that's an endless runner, and I couldn't really make up my mind as to like which direction I wanted to take, because I do like endless runner games sometimes, but like I usually can't play them for very long. And so I was trying to come up with ideas for better replay value using the sci-fi assets and then the character that I really love. I had like been working on that project live on Twitch quite a few times and just hadn't finished that project. But a lot of the time projects will take, you know, a year or longer based on depending on how much detail you want to go into certain aspects and whatnot. So those became prototypes for games that I started and just hadn't finished yet. Another project that I started and never finished was meant to be a gift to my family for a holiday present. I 3D modeled both the house that I grew up in and the first car that I owned, which was a 1971 Chevy Nova. And that I also wanted to be some type of a quest adventure game that it could have some elements of like house escape, you know, where you have to like go around the house and find different clues that will like teach you a little bit more about, you know, me or my life or the character's life. Something I was really inspired by, seeing a lot of YouTubers doing the Draw My Life themed videos. And some people, they'll draw on like a whiteboard and they'll animate what it was like growing up and just to like tell the story of their life. But I wanted to do that, and I also wanted to make it interactive using Unity, so that's where I got the idea to model my mom's house and the car that I bought when I was a teenager. And so I wanted it to be a Draw My Life, but more of an interactive adventure journey type of thing. That way I thought it could meld together both my passions for creativity and 3D modeling and game development and try to learn more skills in that respect, but also to share a little bit of stories about my life and maybe, you know, give some more details about what it was like growing up as Jenny. So that game I definitely want to spend more time on and hopefully finish that so it's at least some type of playable game sometime this year. And another project that I started that I would like to complete is a VR chat world. And I started off by making a bedroom scene, which was, I would say, better quality 3D assets than the 3D house that I was modeling myself from scratch. Because I was doing really low poly kind of styles, but in the VR chat world that I started, it was kind of like an imaginary bedroom in like a studio type of bedroom. That it was like big and had like a bathroom attached and a closet and like a TV that actually had a screen where you could see my YouTube videos. I don't know if anyone here has ever played the game VR Chat, but it's a really popular, fun, multiplayer game, and the players can upload their own player-created assets, including worlds and avatars, so the character that you play in VR Chat could be one that you made all from scratch on your own in a 3D software. So yeah, VR Chat is a really fun game. It can get super crazy and wild in there too. So you never know what you're going to come across. If you play VR Chat, you know, don't say that I didn't warn you. But it can be really fun. And I do want to finish my bedroom scene for VR Chat and maybe make another avatar in VR Chat. And maybe even make my own VR game one day. Okay, so planned creative projects and goals for the new year include finish the Mom's House game in time for Mom's birthday or Mother's Day, so sometime in the first half of this year. However simple or complicated it may be, I do want to publish my first mobile app this year. I'll be doing my best to release videos more consistently on my YouTube channel and also to stream more regularly on my Twitch channel. Work again at PAX, go to TwitchCon if possible. I would love to go to more conventions this year, including TwitchCon, VidCon, Comic-Con, anime convention. I'm open. I'm totally open to different conventions this year, and if I can make it to any of them, I'll be sure to do a video blog about it. I'd like to participate in at least a couple of game jams this year. In the past, my partner and I have participated in various game jams, and they can be a really fun challenge to make a game in either a weekend or a week. Some people do game jams as a solo developer, and then others will use it as an opportunity to work together with teammates that maybe they meet through streaming or YouTube or game forums, sites like that. I definitely recommend doing a game jam if you're interested in indie game development or any aspect of game development. It can be really fun and an opportunity to work with others or to challenge yourself and work on a game all by yourself. This year I'd also like to collaborate on several different games, whether it's with my partner or any other teams that need someone like me for either low poly 3D art or voice acting a character. I'd also like to lend my voice to at least several other cartoons this year. And in the past, I've had a lot of luck going on the voice acting forums, on both Newgrounds and the castingcallclub.com site. There's a lot of job listings where either it's trade for experience or a lot of different paid opportunities as well, where you can send in audition to get your voice in either animations, like cartoons, YouTube videos. I got to narrate one video that went viral, and last time I checked had over 6 million views in it, which it's not posted on my channel, it's on the video creators channel, but I did the narration for that particular video, so it's really cool to be a part of, you know, at least one video that got a lot of a lot of views. I'm lucky if my YouTube videos get even 100 views. It's really cool to see when videos that have either my voice or my art or anything, you know, that I got to do in a video that becomes successful, or, you know, just to see people's feedback on creative projects is really useful and interesting to me, to see what people think about my creative endeavors and whatnot. I'm always curious to see what people like of all my creative interests, like what people prefer to see from me, what your favorite things are that I've worked on in the past, or if you have any suggestions. Anytime I hear a suggestion that I like, I'll definitely go for it, whether it's a game I should play or a video topic I should touch upon. On my main YouTube channel, I have a playlist full of videos that my voice has been in, but I don't have an official voice acting demo reel yet, so that's another thing that I want to do this year. I'm looking forward to creating more content for my DIY with Jenny channel. I originally created this other channel for my t-shirt cutting fashion projects, and I realized that it was growing actually pretty fast this year. It had a record amount of subscribers and views. So thanks to anyone that is also interested in my DIY t-shirt shredding fashion projects. This year I plan to be more consistent with my uploads on that channel, and I'll be focusing on other DIY projects for the cold months in the year. And then when it's summertime months, I'll be doing the majority of my fashion and t-shirt cutting projects. I'd like to do at least a handful of travel vlogs this year, which means I'd also like to go travel to some different areas, but I'm not even sure where exactly. I have a few ideas in mind, but I guess only time will tell. One thing I loved doing this last year was watching Fruity Loops tutorials online and how to make beats, and I would love to spend more time in FL Studio and make enough songs or you know, beats of some sort or another. I would like to release more songs on my SoundCloud channel, which I've been neglecting as a creator for a long time. But I'm still on SoundCloud every single day, listening to new releases from bands that I've either followed or that I'm recommended. And I love, you know, electronic music, synthwave, hip-hop type beats and stuff. And so this year I would like to make some more stuff in FL Studio that I could release on my SoundCloud and continue trying to grow my skills in that area, because not only would I like to make songs, but I would like to make soundtracks for the indie games that I make. So it's just part of wearing many hats in a small indie game dev studio. I've been trying to learn my way around audio software and music making skills, sound effects for my games. I even have like a field recorder now, so I can use that for either voice acting or, you know, sound effects when I'm like on the go. I can bring it to Mount Rainier or Seattle and get city soundscapes from just like, you know, different ambient like locations and stuff. In addition to making some songs, I would like to make at least one official music video for one song that I make this year. If anyone's interested, I have like a lot of resources for both streamer and YouTube creator resources, channels and other blogs and stuff that have inspired me the most. So I'll be sure to post a link to my favorite resources for learning how to grow my channels and my social media, and trying to do professional social marketing and stuff. It's definitely not first nature for me, so I've been spending a lot of time trying to learn more about the marketing aspect of, I guess, branding your content, finding my niche, branding my content, and improving my quality, and yeah, learning more about myself and what I have to offer and my value as a content creator. It's all part of the process, and that's what I want to share, you know, my journey here with you, friends, on both YouTube and Twitch. Not to mention Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm going to do my best to grow all my social medias this year. And at this point in my life, I must say that I've really enjoyed the entertainment that comes along with following interesting people and having like a nice colorful feed. And I love to follow other game developers, artists, musicians, streamers, gamers, basically anyone that's got like information that's interesting or educational or entertaining. That's what I usually post and am interested in when it comes to social media. As I grow my skills and my value and what I have to contribute, like I also have a Patreon page, which at this point I don't really expect anyone to contribute to my Patreon because I still am working on like, you know, how I can deliver content in a way that warrants support on Patreon. But for anyone that is interested, I do have a Patreon page, and I'll do my best to have a better system for what I could release and offer as Patreon rewards. And if anyone has suggestions for that too, let me know. In 2019, I definitely will be focusing on my streaming career, doing whatever I can to combine my passions and interests and hobbies so that I can stream live all my interests and also make a few extra bucks on the side. So far it's been amazing this last year. I've had a record amount of growth on my Twitch channel and had so much fun growing community and making friends and connecting people on my Discord channel, connecting people on my Discord as well as just in chat when we're live. It's so cool to see familiar faces in chat and people coming back like every day when I'm streaming. Just having a few loyal viewers who are there when I start streaming, it's so amazing and heartwarming, and it just totally encourages me, makes me want to stream every single day. So yeah, in 2019, I'll definitely be focusing more on my stream career and taking suggestions from viewers who, whether you're a subscriber or a viewer, I appreciate you, and I wanted to thank anyone that's been, you know, supporting me on Twitch and being there as a viewer. It's really interesting to me, and I've really enjoyed myself. When I stream live on Twitch, not only do I play a variety of different types of games, both on PS4, Steam, web games, mobile, and then VR games. I play basically every type of game, but my favorite is probably either PC or PS4 games. But some of the games that I plan to play this year live on my channel include Octodad, Just Cause, Fallout, Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, and Omicron. I've been doing my best to do at least 50% creative/game dev content and then 50% gameplay on my Twitch channel because as an aspiring game developer, I want to make a point to play, first of all, like many more hours of games so that I can have a better idea of, you know, what draws me to certain types of games, what makes a game fun, what gives it replay value, and through playing games, I learned so much about myself and my creative thought process, and like playing games really helps pique my interest in different types of games and helps me realize like what I would like to spend my time on when it comes to my own game development projects. But also it helps me learn what makes good game design and gives me a chance and opportunity to analyze game design, game art, you know, voice acting, all this stuff, storyline in games. So streaming games, I feel like is just as important as the actual creative process. So I may be working in Unity or 3D modeling software at least 50% of the time on my channel, but then the other 50% I'll definitely be playing games with the mindset of learning about the game design in the process. Something else I plan to do this year on my stream is my first cosplay projects live. I haven't done that much cosplay in the past, but my little sister is a very talented seamstress, and we went to a cosplay event back in the day in Los Angeles, and she had me dressed up as Princess Mononoke, and she had like hand sewn the costume, and then she dressed up in a costume, she also made hers as well, and she was Princess Ai, who is a comic book character from the comic book created by Courtney Love from the band Hole. So that was really fun going to a cosplay event with my sister, but I would love to do that again in the future. All the time I'm hearing about new awesome events in Seattle where I could have opportunities to dress up and do cosplay, and I would love to share the process of that experience with my viewers on Twitch and YouTube as well, of course. I would love to cosplay as certain characters such as Alex Vance from Half-Life, Fetch from Infamous Second Son. I haven't read all the Harry Potter books, but I've been told multiple times that I look like Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, so it might be fun to try and cosplay as her. And also, I did a 3D model of the sex robot character from the Whitest Kids You Know comedy skit. And I did want to cosplay as the sex robot character eventually too. I even began collecting boxes that were the perfect shape and size for me to wear. But we didn't finish that one. That's one other thing we'll do this year. Well, that's it. I got to the end of my list there. I've got multiple Trello boards to keep myself organized and multiple Google documents and spreadsheets to keep my thoughts organized and plan out my video releases and my stream topics. In case anyone would like to be in touch with a business inquiry, like for example, you may be a game developer and you'd like me to feature your game on my channel. Sometimes I do love to feature indie game developers. I was even thinking about doing an interview series where I can actually invite different game developers who would like to be interviewed on my channel. That could be something that we could do this year. Or say you've got a product or you got a shirt, you want me to cut your band shirt on my channel, my DIY with Jenny channel or something, just let me know because I'm trying to grow my channels, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. And I'm always looking for opportunities where I could collaborate with others or feature cool products or fashions or games. If you've got anything in mind that you think I would be interested in, feel free to hit me up. You can also reach me on my official site, which is jennynexus.com, or my email, which is just Jenny, Jenni, at jennynexus.com. Well, that's pretty much it for now, friends. I want to do this more regularly from now on. This year, my plan is to make 2 video blog updates per month, and then 1 that I'll write up and post on my website and on GameJolt. And that'll be for my game development and streaming related stuff. And then, I'll have my other channels for my DIY fashion and whatnot. So thank you very much for watching and staying in touch. And I really do appreciate you so much for being here. And yeah, it's been really fun. Look forward to this year and beyond. And until next time, guys, I'll see you then.